of the most important parts of any equation. 20,000 watts, one hand, no problem. What's up, guys? Welcome back. I know it's been a while. Welcome back to the channel. So let's just get right into it. Today, we have 1, 2, and 3 brand new products from Limitless Lithium I'd love to share with you. We have the 12 amp hour, the 30 amp hour, and the 50 amp hour. These are the Limitless Lithium NoLi series. Now, how do these 3 batteries differ from your average battery? I'd love to share that with you. So the smallest battery from this NoLi series is the 12 amp hour. Comes with included hardware. I believe these are M5 bolts for the top of the battery terminals. This thing is like, I don't know how much it weighs. It feels like 3 pounds, 4 pounds. Let me look. I stand corrected. It's 4.15 pounds. So pretty good guess. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the 12 amp hour Limitless Lithium NoLi. Let's go ahead and grab the 30. Oh, with a 30 amp hour, we get a handle on it. This feels a little bit heavier than the 12 amp hour. It's still light enough though. I mean, you can hold it with one finger and throw it around. I guess if you want, you can throw it off the building or something like that, kill somebody. Also comes with included hardware. These are M6 bolts. Throw this box to the side. Here's the NoLi 30 amp hour. Here's the top of it with the handle. Makes it convenient. Something I actually haven't noticed is check out the bottom of these. Can you see that in the camera? We get a bunch of positive logos on the bottom of it. Kind of cool touch. So quick recap, we got the 12 amp hour, 30 amp hour. Let me grab the 50. All right, here's the 50. Also, included hardware, M6 bolts. Included handle on the 50 as well. Also, obviously a little bit heavier than the 30, but it's still, I mean, you can lift it with one finger. You can wiggle it around. Honestly, this entire packaging is just really, really unique. All right, so quick recap. We got the 12 amp hour, the 30 amp hour, and the 50 amp hour. So on these batteries, there's actually 2 different power ratings. It depends on what your starting voltage is at. First of all, these things have an operational voltage of 10 volts to 16 volts. So this is gonna have a huge voltage window. You can mix these batteries with other lithiums like LiFePo, the blue batteries, the Cyber series from Limitless, LTO, CMAX, even lead acid batteries, AGM batteries. These will work in conjunction with any type of situation that you currently have. All 3 of these batteries actually have 2 different voltage classes, I guess you could say. They have a standard voltage and they have a high voltage. At each voltage set point, they have different performance. So there's actually 2 sets per battery. So I'll go ahead and name off the standard voltage first for all of them, and then I'll go ahead and name off the high voltage second for all of them. So for the 12 amp hour, at standard voltage, starting at 14.6 volts with a 100 amp alternator or pretty much stock alternator, you're gonna be able to get 2,000 to 2,500 watts out of the 12 amp hour. Standard voltage for the 30 amp hour, which is 14.6 volts, 4,000 to 5,500 with the 100 amps of input, so pretty much also a stock alternator. And the standard voltage for the 50 amp hour, the big boy, is 6,500 to 8,000 watts with 100 amps of input, also stock alternator. So you don't need a really high output alternator for these things to work incredibly for your build. If you don't want to upgrade your alternator, but you need a little bit more power, you can just opt from the 12 amp hour to the 30 amp hour, or if you want to run a little bit more power, you can opt from the 30 to the 50 without having to change your alternator. Now moving to the high performance of things, the 12 amp hour at 16 volts will do 2,500 to 3,000 watts. The high voltage for the 30 amp hour is 6,000 to 800 watts with 250 amps of input. And the 50 amp hour's ratings at the high voltage level are 10,000 to 13,000 watts with 250 amps of input. Now, if you got lost or confused, I'll put a text box in here with each battery's rating and I'll pause it so you can go ahead and read it over. I mean, all 3 of these batteries are extremely light, very small. Let me actually measure these for you. So the height on the 12 amp hour is 6.5 inches. The width on the 12 amp hour, 2.75 inches. And the length is 7 inches. The 30 amp hour, we're looking at a height of right exactly 5 inches, a length of 6.5, and a width, which is arguably one of the most important parts of any equation, 6.75 inches. The 50 amp hour has a height of 7 inches, a length of 7 3/4, and a width of 6.25. For like 15 pounds and 10,000 to 13,000 watts of capable power, this thing is an absolute workhorse. And that's it, guys. These are the brand new batteries from Limitless Lithium, the NoLi series, 12 amp hour, 30 amp hour, 50 amp hour. Small, light, compact, powerful. And what you don't want to do is touch the negative and the positive.